My video for October 1st, 2018, which is video number 2862, is titled, "Some Get Older, Some Wiser, and All Die." As I was sending out birthday greetings again this morning, I came across a former high school friend from the class of 1964. I thought, why is he still on my list? Didn't he die? Sure enough, when I went to his Facebook page, it was confirmed. He crossed over to another dimension. Some call that death. Others see it as merely moving to a higher or lower plane of existence. I'd like to think, as I get older myself, that I am one who is getting wiser. But I can't be sure of that anymore. Do our souls get recycled? Do we just keep coming back again and again and never on a never-ending merry-go-round? As I write this blurb, I am having another deja vu moment. Yes, I sometimes have the impression, whether in the dream state or not, that something seems like a repeat. For some, it may be merry to go around again. Others see this as frustrating, going round and round and never actually getting anywhere, never being able to have dreams fulfilled. Those who know me through the internet connection of daily videos are already aware of this challenge for me. I am challenged day by day to take a closer look as my heart cries out for answers, searching for meaning in a world that often seems meaningless. Where are you, God? Why the silence from your end? Will we never get to experience heaven on earth? When I went back and looked at my friend's Facebook page, I realized that I had been informed earlier in the year that he had passed by another one of my friends from that period of time. And for whatever reason, I had not removed his Facebook page and unfriended him. I mean, it's not like I don't want him to be my friend anymore. It's just that if he's not in my dimension that I'm still in, I really can't have much communication. In fact, I actually remember seeing him. I think he had moved as I did to Florida, and I ran into him some years back, if I'm not mistaken. But in any case, folks, it's not about my friend. It should make all of us stop and think how fragile life is. Here today, and then not here anymore. I'm still reasonably healthy. I have other friends from the class of 64 that I sometimes connect with, and there's still a lot of us around, but a good number of us, no doubt, and even I'm not aware of how many, have crossed over. What's the meaning of this? Do we just die and that's the end of it? Some would say yes. I've never believed that. I believe that life is eternal and that we as human beings do come back again and again. I've had past life regressions where it felt very real that I was peering into something in the past that involved me. Not Ron Van Dyke, but another name, but it was still me. It was still my essence, my being. And I was completely different. As I've said in other videos, in one case, I was presiding over human sacrifice. And I've had other past life regressions where it seems like I was some kind of a priest. I have met people in my life that I had a deja vu experience, like, why do I feel like I've met you before? I don't know if these things ever happened to anyone else, but I know they've happened to me. It's not frequently, but every once in a while, these things pop up in consciousness and you scratch your head. You wonder, what does it all mean? I've been wondering what it all means for a long time, especially, as I keep saying, since my house was taken, the house that was gifted to me by my spiritual mom, who saw me as the son she never had. In any case, folks, I still continue day by day. I still do what I feel I can do to make myself as healthy as I'm able to make myself. I don't want to die before my time, but what is my time? I'd like to see the kingdom of heaven actually manifest on earth. And since I was a boy and a teenager and a young man, I have had that vision that that's my purpose. That's the meaning for my life, to help usher in a plane of existence that fulfills not just me, but all who have good intentions, all who have loving intentions. I'd like to see those that don't have good intentions either be awakened and be able to actually repent and turn from wicked ways, or be simply erased. Is erasure possible? Can a soul that exists stop existing? I don't know. There's lots of answers. I cry out all the time, every day. I cry out for answers to prayers. I cry out to what I believe is and hope is a loving creator. Is the creator loving? To have allowed this to go on and on and on for apparent millennia does not seem loving to me. As I feel what that feels like to think that way. You say, Ron, you're thinking, you're feeling your thoughts. Yes, don't we all feel our thoughts? We don't just feel what we physically experience, we feel what we think about. At least I do. I'm sure I'm not the only one. But I, like so many, am tired of seeing the world that seems insane, just continuing on a downward, not an upward spiral, but a downward spiral into greater and greater disharmony. There's so much polarization, so many factions that seem to be clashing with each other. Is this a good thing? Is this part of the awakening process? I don't know. I'm not sure I know anything for sure because it's a mystery to me. Where I thought I knew as a young man, before the class of 64 in high school, when I went into the army, when I got married, when I got divorced, when I had my children, when my children came to live with me because they didn't want to live with their mom anymore, when I got remarried, all the things that have happened, I rehash and I think, what am I supposed to be learning about all this? Is there meaning to it all? I wish I could give you an answer and say, yes, there is meaning. I used to think there was. I'm not so sure. Anyway, I do appreciate those of you that take time to listen. And I know many of you also struggle as I do. Thanks. Namaste.